This week in the Restroom, we Google it up over a jokeless product placement comedy from 2013. We've got lowbrow jokes, high-end strip clubs, call in a favor cameos, bro douche acting, and actor Vince Vaughn permanently trapped in the same self-repeating underdog role since 2004's Dodgeball. It's The Internship. And before we flush it, we're gonna take it out and play with it a little. Restroom Cinema. We're here to flush it, so you don't have to see it. Greetings, everyone. I am Honor Knight, your head cinematic flusher right here in the Restroom. As always, I'm joined by my lovely co-cinematic flushers, Midwest movie mogul Colleen Griffin.
Hey.
Raging Buddha B-movie queen Nora Crest.
What's up?
And sassy cinephile Sarah Polton.
Hi.
Our special guest this time out is an up-and-coming LA-based actress who has appeared in various independent film, TV, commercials, and web-based productions. Please welcome the lovely and talented Elise Brent.
Hi, thanks.
About as excited as they get now when they show up on the show. Let's kick off this flush with a round of The Flusher Games. You're going down. We're going to go around the cinematic bowl with our alternate titles for this week's cinematic turd, and whoever doesn't get any laughs is eliminated until there's just one co-flusher or guest left standing. The winner will then get to select who reads the RSS, that's Restroom Stall Stats, in a funny voice of their choosing. Here we go. Griff!
Website crashers.
Oh, she's out already.
Okay.
She's out. That was short and sweet. All right, Chris.
Lap dance inspiration.
Okay, all right, that was good. She's still in it. Polton.
Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, I can't believe you laughed at. Oh, she would have been so out on that one. All right, Elise.
Beavis and Butthead take Silicon Valley.
All right, that was pretty good for the first one out of the gate for the guest. I had the no homo internship. All right, whoo! All right, Elise saved me on that one. All right, Griff's out. Crest.
Cis white men saved the day.
Oh, Polton, come on, Polton.
Revenge of the Nerds.
No,
right,
she's out now.
okay.
No, you're done. Elise.
The American Dream, Dead or Alive.
All right, okay. I had Google Crashers.
Oh, I had that on my list too.
All right, well, nobody fucking laughed. All right, I'm out. Now, see, I got myself. God damn it. All right, so it's down to Crest and Elise, believe it or not. All right, Crest.
Owen Wilson's hair saves everyone.
I'm sorry. I should have. All right, she's still in it. Elise.
Ooh, The Golden Whisperer.
Oh, she is out. Elise is out.
Come on.
Oh, no.
I get to choose the wiener?
You get to choose you are. All right, so Nora Crest. Yeah.
For once, I actually won, and I don't have to do it.
Nora Crest is our big winner of the Flusher Games for this round of the Flusher Games. Great job,
Thank
everyone.
you.
She gets to choose who does the stats and the funny voice. Crest, who's it going to be?
Are you a choice honor?
I am.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Ladies, I think we know who I need to choose.
because the way Elise, before he rigged it, it was a different one before.
Not
it was
rigged,
Slam
it's
Dunk,
not
and it was
rigged.
so he would never have to do it.
Pretty brilliant when you think about that.
I'm not. I'm the host.
It is
I'm
a
not.
little bit, but I get to choose the voice he has to do it in also.
All right.
Oh, that's
What's it gonna be?
amazing.
God damn it.
I would like to hear you read them as Pee Wee Herman.
I know what you are, but what am I? The Internship is a 2013 American comedy film directed by Sean Levy, written by Vince Vaughn and Jared Stern. The film stars Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson as recently laid off car salesmen who attempt to compete with a much younger and more technically skilled applicants for a job at Google. I want to work at Google. The Internship is the second film with Vaughn and Wilson in lead roles after the 2000 film The Wedding Crashers. The Internship received mixed reviews from critics. On Rotten Tomatoes, the film has an approval rating of 35%. The Guardian's David Cox described the movie as a 2-hour corporate video, while British director Mark Kermode called the film the longest advert I've ever seen in a cinema. Many former Google interns and Google employees noted the accuracy of the company's environment depicted in the movie, but also pointed out that the internship process is nothing like that shown in the movie. This movie was so bad I didn't even masturbate to it in the theater. There you go. All right. Whew. That was fucking brutal.
Yeah, not as easy.
I love
as
how
I'm
your
impressed.
teammate evolved into Kermit the Frog.
That-
No, it's like Kermit the Frog going through puberty.
It's boy. All right. So there you go, folks. That's your stats. Your Flusher game stats for this round.
Did
Oof.
you guys watch the unrated version or the regular?
Rated.
I
The rated.
regular because I figured.
Regular.
Oh, I
just in
think I
case.
saw the unrated version.
Did
but
not
All
know
right.
there was an unrated. Wish I did
Yes.
know that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of boobs in the unrated.
Oh, you have to. Oh, we'll come back. We'll,
Yeah.
yeah, well, let me know when we get to that. We'll get to that. If you ever wanted to watch an entire film, Dick Suck a Company, boy, have we got the movie for you, huh? Oh my God, I got more laughs from my hernia operation than I did from anything that happened in this film. No, did anybody laugh at anything? I guess we
I
should.
did.
Why one
I
person?
was mildly amused at some of the stuff. I
So
don't think I
no.
ever outright laughed.
All right, Polton
Maybe a guffaw.
and Elise, you probably were stone faced too, right? Have you done a lot? Elise, you've done a lot of. You've done comedy though. I know you've done comedy training. Was it nothing struck you as particularly?
No belly laughs over here.
This film is so unfunny. I actually switched my search engine to Bing.
Oh,
Oh, hey-oh, that's a little early. That's even
I know,
early.
what actually?
That's terrible.
One of my alternate titles was Ask Dweebs.
Oh, you should open with that,
I saw
Griff.
this movie in the theater with my mom,
Oh
and
my
so it
God.
was very hard to watch this
Oh.
film because it was just so bad.
This would be a terrible movie, yeah, to watch in the theater.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
not,
absolutely.
It seemed much longer in the theater than
Yes.
it did
Well, and it
watching
was almost 2 hours
It was
long.
1 hour and 59 minutes. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
so for a comedy, really?
There's your drinking game, folks. Take a drink every time we say Google it. Throughout the show.
Or you could just do Josh Gad's line.
Yeah,
Googling it.
I'm not doing
Googling
that. No,
it.
we're not
Or
doing
the
that.
noog-
No.
The Noogles.
No, we're
like
not
the
doing
new-
that either. No. These guys are fucking morons.
All the terrible, or like, how about take a drink every time you see wasted talent on
That-
screen?
yeah, well,
And
we'll
that's just the whole movie. People
Yeah.
are gonna be dead.
what the shit is this? It's Vince Vaughn singing to a mid-90s pop star Alanis Morissette's grammatically incorrect hit song Ironic. Amazed Owen Wilson didn't immediately leap from that moving vehicle and commit suicide on camera.
Stop it.
Is
No.
that too soon?
I knew
That
there
too
was
soon.
gonna be
It's
a-
not- I gotta get one in. No.
Wilson, you have to.
You gotta give me one, but you gotta give me one. This opening is not funny with this
you know what
fucking
I'm gonna
music.
make you do?
Oh, boy.
You're gonna watch Heathers on repeat and have to sing the song "Teenage Suicide." Don't do it as punishment the next time you do a
Oh, man.
suicide.
All right, all right. On a related note, you know your comedic career is officially over when you're belting out songs on camera and passing it off as humor. Vince Vaughn, we're looking at you. Is this what it's come down to?
Vince
you're
Vaughn is just
Yeah.
playing himself like he does in every movie.
Is that what-
this
that-
is
is
Vince
it?
Vaughn at a stoplight blaring Alanis Morissette.
I'm
He
so
wouldn't do
sick of
this in real life.
I'm so
Yeah,
sick of
he
it. It's not
wrote
funny.
that part. He
Did he?
wrote that
I think,
into
you know,
there because he
I think-
obviously
I
wanted
think his-
to.
Oh,
I think
come
his
on.
Rambling improv was just credited as.
It's not funny.
That's what he got a co-writing credit for.
Yeah.
It's just rambling improv.
But it's lazy humor. It's just it's a lazy. It's not even a joke. It's just him singing songs.
It's just Vince
It's not
Vaughn.
funny. And then I was asking if Alanis Morissette was still even relevant in 2013. Does she still represent angry lesbians worldwide? Crest? That would be for you.
Not
Is she?
angry. She's
Lesbian.
not,
Yeah.
she's not a lesbian.
Yeah, but
number
angry
one.
lesbians really. I'm not saying she's representing angry lesbians. I didn't say she was
she's
one.
not. She's
Buckle up on her. You
You
can't
just
mention
look-
angry lesbians without summoning
all,
them.
You have me confused.
No, I don't. Well, angry women, I guess I should say. But I just
But
lesbians.
Yeah, no, it's a dated song. It's
It
not
is. Oh yeah,
super
it's
old.
it's super old. And I
It
don't
would
think
have
she.
been funnier if they were singing "Bitch."
Oh, that you're
would have
right.
been-
That would have been
Yes.
funnier. Anyway, not.
But by the way, you're thinking of Melissa Etheridge. Okay, you're getting all of your '90s singers confused.
Okay. Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson at the top of this driving the car. There are two watch salesmen who are on their way to try to make a sale at this restaurant to meet
In
this
the
guy.
ultimate white douchemobile, Chrysler Sebring.
Everyone is searching for something. Am I right, Bob? Well, we've been searching for a decent Vince Vaughn film since Swingers, but still no luck. 3-minute mark. God, and and this is the same role here that he's been doing since
Because he's
2004's
just playing
Dodgeball.
himself.
The only way it could be worse is if he played his character from True Detective.
Oh, don't even
No.
say that.
All right.
That's awful.
At least does that aggravate you? Because I know you're an up and coming. I know you work hard as an actress to hone your craft and take all these classes and try to get out of yourself. And then you see like just somebody on camera just basically being themselves. So you go through all this fucking work and training, all this, and then it just ends up like this. You don't have to do anything. You just have to sing Alanis Morissette songs. And that's
Only
comedy
if
gold.
you're a straight white man. She doesn't get these opportunities.
Well,
That
well,
depends what
wrong,
your
please?
goal is.
is that your
Lots
goal,
of
though, Elise?
actors play themselves. Christopher Walken doesn't have a lot of range, but
You don't
they're
think
also-
actresses? But actresses
Yeah,
are lazy too. I see a lot of lazy actresses just getting up there and just go blowing through stuff like this too. So I don't think we should limit it to straight white men. or gay white men.
But
I don't know.
it's true. I mean, in Hollywood, if you're a straight white man,
Right.
you're more likely to get picked for anything than anybody else in the rainbow of humans that exists.
There's more.
that's like
there's
anywhere.
more parts and less
yeah,
people.
that's true.
Yeah.
But especially in Hollywood, there's
Yeah.
way more parts for straight white men than there are for anybody else.
Yeah, Chris Pratt, can we remind you of that?
Oh,
Mr.
wow.
I don't see my story represented a lot in Hollywood.
At least.
Okay.
No, well, okay. At least do you lose a lot of roles to straight white men?
Not often, no.
But it's possible. It can happen.
Very often times where a role is written for a woman and it gets gender flipped into a man's role because
That's
it's easier
true.
to cast a man.
Yes.
Way less times do they gender flip a role and put a woman in it.
Or the studio does a rewrite
Right.
and takes lines that were originally meant for the woman and gives them to the man.
It feels good to laugh about Alzheimer's. Unlike this opening business meeting scene, which virtually has no laughs. Again, we're right off the bat. Vaughn's doing his typical Vaughn spiel, and Wilson's backing him up, and none of this is at this table is funny. They don't make the sale, and then I guess John Goodman, I guess.
But they don't make the sale because the company closed.
Right.
Real quick. So at the meeting, they're drinking Pappy Van Winkle. It is a $700 bottle of bourbon
Jesus.
that my mom
Like-
just won a bottle of. What's
What?
up, Mom?
All right, Mom. Yeah.
She
Hope-
just won it,
We're
yeah.
coming over to your house for the after
Yeah, I
party
hope-
tonight.
yeah,
Well,
really.
My brother already took it from
Oh,
her. I gotta
nice.
go. I've got keys to his house.
You got to get that
better
back.
get
I
in
want
on
to get that back.
Nobody wears a watch anymore. They just check their goddamn phone. Was anyone else checking the time on their phone to see how long they've already been watching this overly long comedy? Only 5 minutes into the running time? 5 minutes, guys. Nothing funny.
Oh
We're in
my
trouble.
God.
And it's a
That's
2-hour
nuts.
movie. 119 minutes, folks. Stay with us. Strap in, boys, because it ain't pretty out there. Well, it ain't pretty in here either, John Goodman, who cameos as these two idiots as boss, probably because he owed someone a favor. Because he's not funny, and he just really just shows up weirdly in 2 scenes. This one, and then he shows up in a pool scene later.
I feel like he was like doing him a favor.
I think so.
something.
He's doing somebody a favor, or yeah, exactly. God, I get tired of seeing that too. Here you go, Kate. Put some wood on it, or in it. Hey-o. All right, got to work with me, folks. This is what I got. And if you understand that line, he's the guy's yelling. It's a little league team, and he's yelling at a girl to say that. He said that to a underage girl. So I guess that really kind of creeps up the joke
No, he
a lot.
doesn't say it. It says it to his nephew. He yells, "Put some wood on it."
No,
To his nephew.
he
P.S.
said-
They
no.
don't use wooden bats in Little League anymore. It's all aluminum.
No, the line is he says here you go, Kate. It was a girl. He says put some wood
No,
on it.
No,
Tate.
Kid,
Yeah.
Oh,
Kid.
Tate. I'm
Tate
sorry.
with a T.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Oh.
honor, I think you might be at the age where it's time to
I-
use the closed caption.
Well, no, because you know what? I think the battery went to my hearing aid, and I think that's the problem. I apologize. All right, maybe I should start doing that. You're a great guy, but you always figure out a way to screw things up and let people down. Pretty much like Vince Vaughn's entire career. Oh, wah, wah.
Remember that shot-for-shot Psycho remake?
Right, that's a prime example. First of all, no, they had no business doing that. But second of all, I mean, yeah, Vince Vaughn has let us down quite a bit, I think, since Dodgeball, which I think was really the pinnacle of this kind of acting nonsense that he's been doing.
Anchorman
No.
was good.
That was like more of a glorified cameo.
But I'm
Yeah.
just saying, he was good.
Well, okay, Wedding Crashers was his peak.
Yeah,
And
you think,
honestly,
all right.
that film does not age well at all.
Okay.
Guys, what about his shot-for-shot remake of Psycho?
Yeah,
which
yeah, well,
is
that's
the
where
biggest
just-
piece of garbage
Dude,
I've
I
ever seen in my
I
life.
just-
Wow.
I just said that.
I know, yeah, well,
Sorry.
Polkins.
I literally just said.
I'm drunk.
So Sarah,
Sarah has started the tequila early.
Sarah
I've
Polden.
been like blacking out. Sorry.
You did a word-for-word remake of my comments on Psycho.
I have PTSD from watching this movie. I'm
There you
sorry.
go.
I've been blacking out a lot lately.
What are you going to do, Billy? Well, how about get a fucking job as a salesman somewhere else? Isn't there like a used car dealership somewhere that will employ this asshole? So basically, these two guys lose their job. Vince Vaughn's girlfriend's giving them the riot act because, they got a mortgage on a house that he can't fucking pay. Instead, they're wondering what to do. They're salesmen. You can get a job anywhere as a salesman. There's a lot of sales positions. Why didn't they get something in their own field?
It's literally like Death of a Salesman.
Yeah, but the other thing that they're trying to emphasize is that they're undereducated. These are two guys who just they're hustlers and they're old school salesmen. They're not, I mean, they would work well in a car dealership situation, but, they don't know how to use computers and shit. They don't know, they're supposed to be old and they don't understand technologies and they don't know the difference between online and on the line. Come on.
I mean, look, if Elise lost her job as a server at TGI Fridays, she would just go to another restaurant to get a job so she can continue her acting career, right? That's all you do. I'm sorry.
Elise is a classy lady. She works at the
Too soon.
Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, that's right.
Okay?
I'm sorry. You're right. I apologize. Yeah, that's much better. Don't slide off on the corners or your comedic career as Will Ferrell pulls a cameo drive-by as a mattress salesman around the 11-minute mark. My God. Again, here we go, guys. Now the call in the favors train is rolling. John Goodman is the first one out of the gate. And then, of course, Will Ferrell has his tattoo, and I'll mention that in a second, is the second one. Go ahead. You got something?
I was going to say, you know, things are going in the wrong direction. It's the funniest part of Will Ferrell's cameo. It's his neck tattoo.
I know. He plays the boss. So Owen Wilson gets a job as a mattress assistant salesman at this mattress store that his sister's boyfriend runs, which is Will Ferrell. But then, of course, Will Ferrell's doing a Ferrell, and he says, have you done the back door yet? I said, hell, I can barely get through the front door. Contrary to popular belief, working in the restroom every week does not pull in the poontang, guys. Just letting you know that.
That's because you haven't come out of the closet yet.
So. Is that what we're waiting on? Okay, all right. I'll let you know when that happens.
It's not working for me either.
Okay, yeah. Google needs us, and we need Google because how else are we going to search for porn? Ask Jeeves? Nobody, yeah. You just, yeah.
No, they strike me as, like, if they're so inept, they probably don't even know you can get porn for free.
So basically Vince Vaughn comes into the mattress store. He figures out that Google is looking for internships, and he figures that Mr. Wilson and Vaughn would be perfect for this to get the internship to get a job at Google. It's a long way to go for this. Hang in there. Just get back to work. Was anyone else distracted by that sign spinner in the background during this scene? He's framed up in every shot as like a backup joke in case anything in the foreground wasn't funny. And they were right. I spent more time looking at that sign spinner, 15-minute mark, folks, in case you're wondering. You guys notice that?
Yeah.
The most distracting thing to me was Will Ferrell's fake goatee.
All
Like,
right.
the man can grow a beard in 5 minutes. They couldn't just wait for lunch hour to be over and then shave him.
Do we want to mention the neck
Owen
tattoo?
Wilson's hair, though. What was
Oh,
that?
yeah, you're right.
It's like the best part of the movie is his cute little hair in the first place.
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
it looks like somebody peed on his head for that scene, and they just slicked it back.
boy.
Should we? I guess we should mention the neck tattoo. Will Ferrell's got a neck tattoo that's so large it's written in Sanskrit. And what was said? Because that was kind of funny. It stood for make reasonable
said, like-
choices. It was like
Yeah.
some fucked up thing, which wasn't super funny, but it's Will Ferrell because I'm sure he said I need a neck tattoo in Sanskrit. I can't pronounce. I've had a couple beers. 15.
That's where you don't actually laugh. You just kind of guffaw. You're like,
Is that a guffaw? Is that a
Sure.
guffaw moment? Okay.
Oh, see, guffaw to me is like what Honor does on here.
all right, that's all right. Thanks. That's a cackle, by the way. We're meeting him. We're meeting him in here. It's a hangout in a public library. Didn't Vaughn have the internet at home in the previous scene? And then
He
of course,
did. But his house is foreclosed on. Who knows if he's been kicked to the curb?
I guess it's supposed to be funny that they have to do this interview with Google via, I guess, Sky or Google Hangout. I'm sorry, in the library. I guess that's supposed to be funny. It's not really a funny scene again. And they blow the interview.
But you know what? Who did this better was
Yes.
Aziz Ansari. Had to do like a Skype audition at a Starbucks.
We can see you guys. We can also see that actor BJ Novak got work after The Office ended around the 17-minute mark.
boy.
It's 2-minute cameo.
Why was he in it for like 30 seconds?
Yeah, that's it. He's done. I don't know who the woman was, but yeah, that's BJ. In case you know who BJ Novak is, he shows up in just the interview scene. We were stuck in a blender and now we're saving lives. What? The film desperately tries to beat laughs from the audience by repeating jokes until you beg for mercy at the 20-minute mark. This scene goes on way, way too long, and it gets less funny the more he keeps talking about the blender thing. Because I guess it's all improv, and I guess Vaughn at one point he's just riffing. But none of it's funny.
At one point, at all points.
Yeah. At what point was he not?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, just not really good improv, guys. It's just not fun. I guess that's when you let the camera roll and hope that the actors are going to do their job. But most of them aren't even there mentally, I think, for most of the show.
No, you have to know when you go on set. Okay, is it a 1-line day or a 2-line day in terms of cocaine for Vince Vaughn?
No,
I think maybe someone just didn't edit it out. Like, let's just keep the whole thing in.
Yeah,
Like, no one edited this down.
No, there's no. Yeah.
Well, you know who had
it's a 2-hour movie, Paul.
No, you know who had control over editing?
Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, boy.
That's why
I
his
wonder-
stuff is so prominent.
I thought the goal here was to find people with a different way of thinking, or that are actually funny. But there you go with that one. So we're at the Google. Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson getting an internship at Google is like me working for the Church of Scientology. It's never going to happen, folks. Just,
Yeah, but it's
hey-o.
easier to get into the Church of Scientology than it is to get an internship. They will take everyone.
That's
In fact,
true.
They are so desperate. I mean, the premise that these two guys with no college background somehow land an opportunity for an internship
There's no
is
way.
such a fucking joke.
It's the funniest
is
part
what-
of the movie.
But it's so stupid. This is what pisses me off about these huge companies: Facebook, Google, even Steven Spielberg's company, Industrial Light and Magic. Here are 3 college dropouts who start gigantic mega conglomerations that do all this great shit, and they won't take you unless you have a fucking Ivy League degree.
Right,
It's like
exactly.
you fucking dropped out because you were an artist and you wanted to create something. Oh, sorry, you don't have a degree. I don't even want to see your fucking resume.
Nora, they need diversity, so that's why they got 2 white men in.
Right.
Right.
But hey-o.
These white guys add a lot of diversity.
They do. They actually do.
So-
Also, they try to
Yeah.
bullshit their way in because they say they're going to the University of Phoenix. That wouldn't fly either. These guys would have never got through the door.
They would just
No.
have been hung up on.
Yeah,
They
you
would-
don't. You wouldn't even. Yeah, these guys are fucking morons. But all right, we're gonna let it slide because this is what we got to work with here. Dana Sims, late. We can ask what the talented Rose Byrne is doing in this comedic mess, but I think the more important question would be, why is she dressed like a tablecloth you'd find at a fun house around the 25-minute mark? Every one of her outfits was terrible.
Because they're
She
trying
looks
to make her
nothing-
look dowdy. They're
Nothing.
trying to make
Is
her
that
look
Dowdy's? I think. She looks like she works at a fucking In-N-Out burger. Like it's so loud. Like her pants are different color than her
Every
shirt.
her pants. Every
This
scene.
is what I wear to work.
This is her basically trying to look like a nerd. Rose Byrne couldn't
That's
be
her-
a nerd if
No, she
obviously she
can't.
was paid to be a nerd here, and she
Right.
still didn't pull it
Norris
off.
Byrne. Yeah, she's.
Oh,
a-
it was like-
She's
they
wearing
pulled
exactly
the-
what I wear to work, guys.
That's your outfit.
I'm
She
sorry.
basically went in your closet.
That's.
Is that what's
She went
happening?
to Ann Taylor Loft when they were having a sale.
Every one of her outfits, folks, and just the first one you see, folks, but they're everywhere. The pants are all lime green.
Well, let me just say this though. That is very NorCal. The difference between NorCal and SoCal is like SoCal, everybody's wearing something black, a different shade of black somehow is like it's revolutionary. And in NorCal, it really is like super colorful. People
Ugh,
wear weird shit like
man.
that all the time. So that's not out of place.
We're gonna talk a little bit more about her. She's gonna be the love interest for Owen Wilson. If you can, go, if you
Don't
can buy that.
spoil it.
I know, I know, spoilers. I so wish my parents were gay, just like the 2 stars of this turd. Hey, all right, boy, a lot of crickets
Really?
tonight, folks. A lot of crickets
Vince
tonight. I
Vaughn
know.
Vince Vaughn's homophobic ass is gonna come pound your face.
He's gonna pound my ass.
And there,
Like
and
a
here
good
we are.
time.
Honor's coming out of the closet again.
Jesus. What you are
Honor,
going?
we accept you.
It's a safe space, right, guys? What you are going to need is googliness. I actually just kicked out some googliness about an hour before the show, and that was way more fun than watching this opening speech from the stereotype Indian
I don't
dude at the 27-minute mark. Yeah, figure that joke out, folks. So this guy is a comedian, am I correct? Who's this? Who's this?
Asif Mandvi.
Correct.
He's
Thank
a
you.
former Daily Show correspondent.
Oh, that's what
he does
did.
not have that accent, and
Oh,
it's
boy.
awful. I'm like, dude, this guy was on the Daily Show and would make fun of this type of.
Oh,
like,
he has a terrible
about
accent.
I mean, he
pigeonhole
is from
him.
India, so he's probably doing a parody of like his dad or his uncle or something.
But
you
it's
know.
so over. It's just not
He's
funny.
encouraging a stereotype that he railed against when he was on the Daily Show. I mean, a check's a check. I get it, but
I don't-
he
it's-
deserves better.
Yeah, I was really irritated.
I mean,
by
he
his,
went from this to $1 Million Arm, and then Jake and the Neverland Pirates, which is an animated series where he's playing Dread the Pharaoh. Okay, so
Does he have the same accent?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, welcome to Google Tech Support. So basically, he's the guy running the show for the internship. Again, this internship apparently is not. This is not how it goes down. Actually, at Google, they handle it completely different. But apparently, it's like summer camp. You get to live there for the summer. Everybody is broken up into teams, and then they go and they do different challenges to get the job. It's really kind of a bizarre thing. Nikki, we can coattail this bitch or run a train on it since these 2 grown men are sharing the same bed around the 32-minute mark. Was anybody else waiting for them to sword fight? Ew. Like, well, first of all, guys, really? Like, nobody does that.
Their whole relationship is a very like weird codependent like hetero like life or not hetero. Well, just like
A little-
Yeah,
you
hetero
know,
life partner.
or like
Yeah.
like platonic life partner type thing.
First of all, why didn't they get a room with 2 beds? I don't understand why they had to share a room and they only has 1 bed. There's other people that have to share rooms
Yeah,
together.
or
Wouldn't they
like
have 2
but
beds?
yeah, why aren't there 2? Like,
Yeah, there would be 2
twin
single
in
beds.
there.
Yeah, there would be 2 twin beds in there. So that again.
Like maybe it's in a deleted scene. I don't know.
So they get their team. Well, I think the team's coming up here. Fist me, get up in there. Did Google actually write the script based off a Google search for lame jokes and a bad comedy? Ooh, that was pretty good. That was in a good. I got that one. They ask and I do's it. Let's try it again. They ask and I do's it. Is this little asshole even speaking English around the 35-minute mark? He sounds like a Taco Bell employee jacked up on crank. That's that little guy with the glasses who ends up getting the stripper. Nobody, first of all, talks like that. That's
I've
insane.
seen him in something else.
Oh my
It's
God,
fucking
he
me.
was
I need to
so
look it up.
annoying. He was so annoying. He works at Google, and he's forced to mentor the rejects, which include Vaughn, Wilson, so a woman, and then there's two guys. One looks like Zac Efron, light, and then there's
he is on Silicon Valley. That one guy.
Oh, okay, is that what he is? Yeah, but this guy's terrible.
You know what? I will say his desperate and almost uncomfortable attempts to be cool, like talking like that, were very believable to me.
Yeah, I just don't think his lingo, like, I didn't understand a lot of
That's what I mean. Like, he wouldn't know what to say because he's so desperate and also so ignorant to, like, what he's trying to be, like, hip hop, like, chill.
Right. No, I know. That's what, like, he's not Michael Pena. He just doesn't pull it off convincingly, is what I thought.
Who's Michael Pena?
He's the brother of Michael. He's his cousin.
You know what? I recognized him from. He was Mark Maron's intern in Maron.
I found him to be like oddly adorable.
Brother. Oh, well.
Incredibly unbelievable, but oddly adorable.
All right. Wow.
He's
right.
Also, what was it about
Thumbs up
that there was no other team with any kind of employee that was like leading them except for Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn's team?
No, and the other guy who's a dick. There's the dick.
He wasn't an employee there.
No, yeah. This guy was an employee. He's actually works there.
You have a very important point.
Yeah, that's a good.
He only an employee.
Yeah, and he still sucked. Like, they still couldn't get their shit together. Exactly. He works there. He works for Google.
I thought he was supposed to be just like supervising them. No, he was actively like helping them. The structure of this challenge makes no sense.
My name is Yo-Yo Santos. I didn't know Yo-Yo Ma had a brother. Huh. Wow. A lot of crickets tonight.
They named their kids Yo-Yo and Yo-Yo. Sure.
Yeah, because this
all right, maybe there was a
Filipino.
Maybe there was a better joke waiting to happen, Polton. I just didn't quite get out when I wrote my notes. 2/5 of our team are made up by two old guys who don't know shit, or comedy for that matter. So, hey-oh there.
And then she goes like off on this weird tangent about like, I don't know. It's like they can't decide if they want her to be like this stereotypical hypersexualized nerd.
That was her
what's
only
that
scene as a sexual nerd.
That was
the
creepy.
only part where
You're
she
right.
came out like that.
I gotta tell you, this is never gonna happen. Well, that's because Rose Byrne actually has taste and wouldn't be caught dead with the dude who appeared in Marley and Me at the 40-minute mark. So
Marley and Me.
Well, all right. Wilson is chasing down Rose Byrne because he's really smitten with her. Of course, she's like just blowing him off, which is understandable. The guy, this wouldn't happen either. But all right.
It's creepy. He's like stalking her.
If you ask me out 10 times, on the 10th one you get mace in the face, not a date.
No, if you hack my schedule.
That's really creepy. That's creepy. He's creeping on her. That's creeping. I can't do that. Professor Xavier is a total dick. Film dips into insulting levels as Wilson and Vaughn chase an unnecessary red herring around the 44-minute mark.
Funny.
Where I laugh,
You thought this was funny? Really, guys?
It's funny because they're old and dumb.
But they're not that old that they wouldn't know who Professor Xavier is. I don't believe
but
that.
they're not nerds.
This
They're
is
not
nerd
nerds.
humor. Like,
You don't have to-
obviously not one of us. We're gonna send you to find Professor Xavier.
That's
'cause you're such
bullshit.
a
You don't
fucking
have
moron.
you don't have to be a
Don't know
nerd to
that.
not know who the X-Men are. I think these guys
No,
at least
I-
would.
No, these
I think
guys
it
are
was
nerds.
funny.
All right.
It was
Like
funny
a
when they
full
actually
guy.
found a guy
If
that
you
looked
don't know
like
who
him.
Professor Xavier is. You've seen the ads for fucking X-Men with Patrick Stewart. Come on.
I'm saying they would have known who the
No,
X-Men
but these
were.
guys
No.
are like ignorant and they don't know any. They're
All
jock.
right.
Remember, we know
Guys.
sports. We're sports guys. Yay.
I
we
had
do
to explain
sports.
to my brother who Lady Gaga was like 2 weeks
Oh,
ago. So these people exist.
So they were basically getting in the way of the first challenge, and these idiots sent them off on a wild goose chase to another college up there. And they come back with, they actually don't. They get hit in the balls by Professor Xavier.
They get their ass kicked.
They do find
That's
them. They
the
do
part that
find
made
them.
me laugh,
But
actually, yeah.
Okay, all right. So Sarah's going pretty easy.
Well,
on this
and
one.
plus, like, I love how one person threw it out there and they all like picked it up and ran with the joke. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, that was good writing.
Sports, something we know a lot about. Like dodgeball, for instance, 47-minute mark. So these guys, now we gotta deal with this. These beautiful idiots have no idea what you're talking about. Much like most of the audience, since most of the Harry Potter nerds wouldn't be caught dead watching this turd. They have to go play a game of fucking Quidditch. Thank God I at least know enough about that.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I'm not a Harry Potter nerd, but I knew what they were doing. And
There's a national
Wait.
Quidditch league.
oh, guys,
Yeah, there's
what?
It's a
Get
the
national
fuck outta
sport.
here.
They have a national tournament. It's
Oh,
a real thing.
you
Honor.
guys are-
It's
yeah,
real.
and they're all
It's a
paying-
deal, and they have
That's
rights.
bullshit.
Okay?
And all of these. Well, it's so comforting to know that one of the biggest tech companies in the fucking world plays a fictitious
they
nerd
put
sport
people
in their
do it.
spare
They're
time.
Pod.
No, all this stuff that they show on
real.
campuses, the stuff gets even more like
Oh, man,
elaborate
come on.
and,
Guys.
and
This was
extravagant.
basically an ad for come work for fucking Google. You can play Quidditch during your lunch hour.
And-
All
look, I'm
articles,
telling
like Facebook, Google,
There's
It's
no
basically
way these people are
it's
getting
like,
laid.
It's like a daycare for adults.
No, they do. I have a friend who works for
Jeez, Honor.
Google, and he used to Snapchat me in a ball pit with his laptop, like at
Oh
work.
my God.
And then I
Well, no,
told him
that's
that I was
fine.
in
The
love
ball
with him,
pit,
and
I
he
get.
stopped talking to me. But
Yeah,
that really does happen.
I'm just saying that if you're playing Quidditch, you are not getting laid at all ever. There's nobody. No, this is.
No, the most sexually active group in my high
It's a
school
fictitious-
were the band. Everybody in band.
Yeah, but that's a band. That's
Yeah.
musical. That's musical instruments. You're talking about a
nerds get
fictitious
horny
sport.
too.
God, you're talking about a fictitious sport. This shit doesn't even exist except in a
It
book.
does exist.
No,
doesn't
it does
exist.
not.
Like,
It's
just
not.
like
This is
that. They
bullshit.
have to walk around with the brooms between their legs.
Yeah, right, exactly. Just listen to what you're just saying. Listen to what you're saying. You have to
Honor,
walk around with a
it's- Honor,
broomstick
It's
jammed
like
between
a-
your
it's
legs.
like a combination of like
You are fucking-
handball and lacrosse or
It's,
something.
oh my
like,
God,
First
guys,
of all,
really?
Honor,
I
you're
can't
just
believe you.
upset because nerds are taking over and
No,
your time
no.
is the cool jock.
I'm
has
upset that they
ended.
actually give attention
Okay.
to this
Honor, you
bullshit.
have a
Hang up,
podcast.
hang
You're
up
part of
your
the cool
Letterman
nerds.
jacket. Hang up
All
your
right.
Letterman jacket and calm down. It's gonna
no,
Honor,
you know,
have a
it's,
podcast.
no, it's
It's
a
cool.
members only jacket.
All right,
Okay?
there goes my blood pressure for the show. All right, sorry. All right, so we probably lost 4
Like,
listeners.
Calm down.
All right, I'm calm. All right, so they're playing Quidditch, you guys. And during this, Vince Vaughn says, "Are you talking about the film Flashdance?" Hey, because nothing screams motivational pep talk than more than endlessly referencing a film from the '80s. They wouldn't even That's the key word, Elise. Endlessly. They got a lot of.
That's
They
why
got a
I
lot
like
of.
Dylan O'Brien for like calling him out on his shit constantly. He was the one nerd, quote unquote nerd, even though he looked like the most popular Brooklyn hipster on Tinder.
Everyone else would know him from the Maze Runner movies and
Okay.
from Teen
are
Wolf.
awesome.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Their team is losing, and they rally in the second half to start winning. And he gives a motivational speech, Flashdance. And then the line is, "Who the fuck is this now?" Which I actually thought was a funny line. It's more Harry Potter nerd shit around the 53-minute mark. That's who. It's that stupid golden Quidditch
Oh yeah,
ball.
they had a
Snitch.
human
The
playing the
snitch.
golden snitch.
All right, guys.
Snitch.
Really? All right.
Creepy looking.
Yeah,
I
wasn't he
did not like
though?
that at
He
all.
was super creepy looking.
All
Like,
right, do you guys ever watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, at first I thought it was like Green Man, like a Green Man coming out.
If Charlie Day had been playing that, this movie
That would've been
not
funny,
been
though.
watched.
See?
That's
How
what
much-
this movie was missing? Was
Charlie Day. We actually-
If Charlie Day was in this movie, it would be genius.
Oh my
They've been
God!
out
If Jack and
favors.
Charlie were playing Vince Vaughn and Owen
Oh,
Wilson,
that'd be so good.
See, the
That
film would have
would've
been
been
way
great,
better.
actually.
Yeah, we needed Charlie Day. All right. Is this a nap pod or a convo pod? Apparently, this is a convo film since Owen Wilson never seems to stop talking. Someone get him a Ritalin
Whispering.
prescription. Yeah, he's constantly running his mouth, though. Constantly. Like, shut up. Unless you're saying something funny, but he doesn't.
I wanted him to leave me alone so I could take a nap after I watched that scene.
Holy shitballs, Billy. We don't have time for this. For taking out a full 2 minutes of screen time to explain how Instagram works? No, we don't. Hour and 1 minute mark. By the way, folks, hashtag Instagram. So, yeah, they do all. There's a whole scene of them explaining how, like, they
5
already
minutes.
invented. Yeah, it's a long time. It's not funny. Like, the first challenge was some bullshit they lost. Their second challenge has to do with them coming up with their own app and then develop it and then put it out there for downloads. And that they're trying to spitball ideas. It's not working. So Mr. Vaughn and Wilson decided to take the whole group out on the night on the town because this always helps. And it actually does. Waiter says there's a dance club down the street. That's great.
Vince Vaughn, with no explanation whatsoever, knows or he
Yeah,
speaks
I-
Mandarin.
Right.
Yeah,
Because
never
Well, earlier in the
seen-
movie, he was speaking Spanish when they were going to Barcelona.
And, hey, oh, that wouldn't look good on a resume now, would it?
are you sure he said dance club? Welcome to Jiggles and Poon, folks. Hour and 4 minute mark. When the best scene in your company-sponsored internship movie is inside a strip club, you know your film is in trouble. This is the only scene I thought was half decent.
It was weird. It felt like halfway go-go dancers, halfway strip.
Well, that's all. That's my
strippers.
next question: is where the hell are all these
Well, that's what I'm
production?
saying. When you see the unrated version, they are all topless.
Okay, so we have that, but where the
Lots
hell
of-
are these production set strip clubs? Everyone I've been to, all just comes with a free tetanus shot. Like they're all these grungy fucking joints. These places are so nice. I don't know where these exist. Do these exist? Elise, have you been to these?
No, you got to be on location for stuff like this. But this movie's like a $4 million budget, and I think that $2 million of that was on this scene. Why was it so long?
Great.
Well, this is.
Probably.
Also-
Probably.
You're
I was
right.
scanning the extras, and there's like a lot of like really fun hot women. They're just hanging out.
Yeah.
And
Oh
I'm
yeah.
like,
That's what
say
strip
that's
clubs.
a no for me, dog.
Yeah. We'll talk about the booze in 1 second. One shot. I tell myself this every week in the restroom. On a related note, I'm a bad liar. Because
boy.
nobody just does one shot.
That's the rule of going out. You never say, "I'll just have one."
No, you never say that. No, you never do that.
I've been there every weekend, man.
Yep, exactly. One shot.
drink.
No, it doesn't work like. Crest, recap the boob situation for us because we all watched the regular. How are the boobs decent? Are they good?
The boobs are nice.
Oh,
these are nice boobs.
All right.
I would give them all like 8s at least. But the thing about it was that
and Crest is gay,
all
so
these
she knows
boobs-
this shit.
Well, yes. I appreciate the boobs. Yes.
Yes.
Mostly 100% on my girlfrient's boobs, though. So
No, I know. But I'm not talking about your girl. Look, they should judge these boobs. I'm talking about these boobs.
Me to talk about boobs,
Yeah.
and then come on.
But
I
didn't send you down to the strip club.
It's the same as the other.
Okay.
Is the regular rated version? Is you see all these boobs on the multiple strippers and the poor little guy who's obviously a virgin. They got to make the whole virgin thing.
Oh, she was topless? She was topless?
And blowing his wad every time just from the lap dance. But the girl who comes down, the sexy chick that nerd guy likes, she's the only one who has a top on.
Oh, really?
In the whole scene.
Okay, she's the actress. She's the actress to do the nudity clause. Yeah,
because she's actually she's got enough cred to.
Yeah, it's I tell you, at least
she's not gonna take her time. She didn't need
that's
so much boobs
I know, but
already.
That's the contract. At least you get that too, right? It's a nudity contract. It's a separate contract from your regular one. Have you run across this?
I'm not 100% sure, to be honest.
Yeah, but have you been asked to do nudity and then you signed something separately, or you said no and then you just did a regular thing?
I've never done nudity.
Have you been asked to do nudity? Well, I know, but have you been asked to do it?
Yes.
Okay, and you said no.
Yes.
You're not in court. You're not in court. No, but I'm asking.
I know. Asked to do nudity, but it wasn't for any kind of.
Yeah, I know, Sarah. But the reason I was asking is because.
What kind of production is this? Why do you have a cell phone? I don't
but
know.
usually, but if she had said yes, like for her, in her case, they usually they have a separate contract they have to sign saying you will do nudity, and you get paid a little. I think you get $500.
Honor has done a lot of research on nudity.
No, I have not. I have not. We had people on who have done it.
More.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You get paid more, so that's what I'm saying. That so obviously this woman wasn't going to do it, but everybody else. So everybody else in the scene is topless, Crest, except her.
Yeah, all the other girls are topless.
Okay,
like,
that's what I need to know.
Just like like when the Asian or the young guy, whatever.
Yeah.
He's getting his lap dances. I mean, there's just like boobs 2 inches from his face.
Oh, really? There was.
For like and so what they did was,
man, I wish I'd seen that.
They just CGI'd a top on these girls.
Oh, is that what they did?
They
real boobs.
They VH1 showgirls did.
Or maybe they even shot 2 sequences where one was the topless one and the other one was them with their.
They might have done that. They might have done that too.
God, okay, that's almost worse.
Yeah, I know. All right. Oh, I'm kind of bummed out. Well, I thought the scene was good as is, but all right, I could have used a little boob. All right, well, so thumbs up on the boobs. No, I'm totally a geek, Biff Tannen. Hey, how the hell did Thomas Wilson end up in this 30-hour and 10-minute mark? It's not really Thomas Wilson. Okay, for you Back to the Future fans.
You'll need to explain.
It's the same people who play Quidditch. They know what the hell I'm talking about.
No, people know who Biff is. They don't know the actor's name.
Oh, Thomas Wilson's the actor who played Biff Tannen in the Back to the Future film. Really? All right, I have to back, and I'm totally blown away.
No, it looks like Son of Biff.
My mother hits harder than you because what this lame comedy also needed was an off-the-shelf fight scene inside a strip club. Sure. That's what always happens, guys. Whenever you guys go out, it all ends up in a fight, and you guys get escorted out. Every time.
What, though? That was me last weekend at the bar.
Yep,
I'm
there you go.
Feisty.
Oh, see, Sarah had a couple whiskeys in her and started swinging. You're beautiful, smart. You got great teeth. Did anyone else get a creeper vibe off 47-year-old Vince Vaughn talking to a 21-year-old computer nerd around the hour and 12-minute mark? Yeah, it was after their night out, and they're sitting overlooking Golden Gate Bridge, which is a beautiful vantage point. Just as the sun's coming up, they had a whole night. But he's talking to that Indian girl we mentioned earlier. He's giving her compliments, but the more he's talking, the more creeper it's getting. And she's not picking up on that. She just thought she was really. I guess she has daddy issues. Her character, not the actual actress.
No, if she had daddy issues, she'd
be making out with him. Yeah, she would be making out with him. Yeah, that would have been awesome.
Well, no. Okay, and here's the thing. I guess in real life, she's my age.
Yeah, she was born in 1982.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it any better.
No.
It was so gross.
It was so creepy. It's a little creepy. Yeah,
I was really worried about the direction that was headed.
Me too.
We all were. Everyone was like, this is getting really uncomfortable.
It appears you have won your first challenge. Cue a group bonding montage sequence around the hour and 15-minute mark, folks. And that's your pee break. go and take a pee during that thing. So they do win that. They come up
where
with
the
an app.
movie should have ended, essentially.
No.
Yeah, for real.
Hang in there.
Yeah.
I'm saying yes because a stalker berating a woman into going out with you actually works. It doesn't. Okay, that's my bullet point.
Does
on that one.
not work.
No,
Does
ask Sarah
not
Polton.
work.
Ask Sarah Polton. People stalk
No
her every
means
weekend.
no.
Whoa,
Thank you.
geez.
No means no.
Stranger
everyone.
danger.
That's what I repeat to both of my sons constantly because I want them to know it now.
Yeah, no
while they're,
means
like,
no.
prepubescent.
Owen Wilson is constantly hitting on Rose Byrne, and she already said no, but she keeps stalking her. But all right, until she's going to say yes, which she does. We're not spoilers. I'm taking you to see some dogfights. Wilson is almost charming in this dinner scene, the way Brock Lesnar is almost charming before he reaches that dumpster at the hour and 23-minute mark. All right, woof. Serious crickets on that one. Yeah, everybody's So it is
I'm just laughing at you watching your own joke tank.
It is yeah.
That's what I find.
It is a comedy show, folks. So basically, yeah, he does actually go out to dinner with her, and it's a weird scene too. It's very awkward. You have a way with people, much like Josh Gad had a way with his pre-LeFou introvert role around the hour and 24-minute mark. Why is he decked out like a gay mountain man? You don't want to cover that?
He's supposed to be a grungy programmer.
Is that what they're supposed to be? That's a stereotype,
LeFou would not
though.
shut the F up, okay?
Why? I'm not making fun of LeFou. I'm just...
No, I'm saying the LeFou was not an introvert. He may have been in somewhere, but
No,
it was
I
a
said, if
closet.
you listen to the
He
joke, I
wasn't an
said, no,
introvert.
I said
First of all, Josh Gad's
Oh my
character name is Headphones.
Yeah, I know. I said pre-LeFou introvert role, Goofy. You gotta listen to the whole line.
I know, but why do you have to bring up Beauty and the Beast?
Because it's relevant. Because that's his last film. Yes, because that was the last film. I'm circling it back.
I actually get it.
Him from?
Oh my god! If I have to explain the whole goddamn line,
You don't have to explain. I'm just saying, don't you know anything else that Josh Gad has done?
Chris, you were gone for
Mark
2
it
shows.
down. I'm gonna defend honor on this one. I
yeah.
get it because
Thank you.
That's the most recently he's been in our
See,
collective consciousness.
Cress leaves the show for 2 shows, and she goes to Portland to get laid, and she forgets everything she's learned being on the show for the last fucking year and a half. Yeah, you gotta stop getting it's all that pussy. It's knock it off.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say everybody do it because it's really good.
All right. This is not the L word podcast. All right, knock it off.
Stop that.
Okay.
It's queer as folk. Come on now.
Oh yeah. That's me and Anthony Diner's podcast. That's a whole different show.
We're waiting for that.
Yeah, I know you are. Google has single-handedly cut into my ability to bullshit. Join the club. Likewise, Nora Crest has single-handedly cut into my ability to bullshit every week. Your team will unfortunately receive a score of 0. Surprised that no one's Vaughn's character would implode as a typical plot device we've seen in just about every one of his films. At what point do you contemplate a career change, Vince Vaughn? Stop doing the same role. So basically, somebody calls him out on his shit, and he realizes he's never going to be. There's a villain, a British idiot, we should mention, who's ahead of another team who constantly is nagging. Yeah, he's
actually the son of legendary director Anthony.
Okay, there you go.
And he is from England, actually.
And he's terrible.
Yeah,
he's terrible in this.
So the accent was not bullshit.
Oh, see, I thought the accent was bullshit.
Sign, though.
Yeah. So basically, he wants to quit and leave the team before they get to the final challenge, and he takes off, and he says, Nick, I'm not taking everyone down with me. And I said, like you did the audience for this movie. So Vince Vaughn goes off, and he gets a hold of John Goodman, who hooks him up with an ECV salesman, and here we go with this line. I know, and I'm probably going to catch blowback on this one. Hey, Tony, slow it down, man. The obnoxious Rob Riggle slums his way into this free-floating comedy turn around the hour and 34-minute mark. Damn it. No funnier than anyone else. You guys are big Rob. I like Rob Riggle. I agree. I thought he was terrible here, but he's just again he's doing the same thing he did in that fucking what's that one we flushed, that video game shit.
Oh, that's different.
He was but he wasn't funny there either.
But that's Rob Riggle's shtick is
this
this
shtick?
whole a-hole. That's it. That's his whole thing.
Yeah, that's true.
You know when he's actually good is when he's on Fox on the Sunday Morning Football and he does this whole like parody stuff when he's talking about who's going to win what game and what's going on with the different teams for the NFL. That shit's fucking hilarious.
Because it's almost like he's mocking it to an extent, but he's the only one in on the joke. By the way, he likes 3 ways with Golden Girls.
Yeah, that was gross. I thought
that was creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have underage relationship
Right.
problems and
And then-
overage relationship
in
problems.
the same film. That was
You just
really
gotta
creepy.
keep Rob Riggle away from the senior home. He
Was trying. Yeah, no shit. He was trying to do a foursome
Yeah.
with Vince
But
Vaughn.
you know, when I'm older, like that's gonna be me. I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
be
totally.
like-
Oh, yeah. You are going to be in the rest home.
Sarah's definitely the Blanche of our group.
Yeah,
Yes,
she's
she
a-
is.
Thank you. I've never gotten such a good compliment in my
That's a
life.
good one. That's actually
It is a compliment.
it is.
Absolutely.
That she's the
I'm
Blanche.
gonna be the Betty going, well, back in Indiana.
Chris, that makes you be Arthur.
B. Arthur's
Yes.
badass bitch. I'll
There
take
you go.
it.
We've got to get. I'm the one who's senile, right? Am I still Getty?
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. I
You
guess
get
that'd be
to be-
me. Yeah. I
yeah,
guess I'm
okay.
still Getty. I literally
Oh
the
my
oldest.
God.
Young,
Somebody
she was
needs
the
to
youngest person in
Photoshop.
the cast, by the way.
Isn't that weird?
playing
And she
the
was
mom.
the oldest for us. Yeah. We've got to
Yeah,
get.
Somebody needs to Photoshop our faces on a Golden Girls.
Yeah, let's
like,
make that happen.
Make that so.
Hey, yeah, listeners, somebody out there.
Oh,
knows
no,
how
no,
to
we got-
One of the 3 people that listens to this
No,
podcast.
no, no. We got a guy that does that. His name is Twitter on Zorbiter. Zorbiter's the guy who does all the Photoshop work for us. Zorbiter, get on that. Golden Girls, put our faces on it. Make it happen. We got to get to that final meeting and hopefully the final scene in this turd. It's coming up, folks. I know where you're going, but I'm not going to change anything. Isn't there another business they can try instead of harassing the pizza joint owner around the hour and 41-minute mark? So let me recap, folks. Our final challenge is a sales job. They have to go find a business and lock them in for a sales thing, which I don't completely understand. But, you know, Vince Vaughn's out of the team at the moment, so they're a man down. They go to a pizza joint, and they're just harassing this guy who doesn't want to be harassed. But then again, Vince Vaughn
No,
shows
they're
up.
not harassing them. They're acting like middle school students
Oh, yeah,
giving a
yeah.
presentation.
They're terrible. But Vince Vaughn shows up, he saves the day, steals the deal, and now they
It doesn't even make sense because Owen Wilson was there and he was like already a pro salesman. So then he just forgot how to sell shit all
Yeah,
of a sudden. 'cause
yeah.
No, he left. He left
Yeah,
to
he
go get
wasn't
Vince
there.
Vaughn.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he went to
Oh,
go
right,
get.
right.
Yeah. So, they come back, they make the sale, and now they're doing the announcement of who the final victor is. They have this Google thing with the big screen in the background, and they're not there yet. But we have a victor, and that victor is singer Irene Cara getting to blast out the Flashdance theme in a typical underdog ending around the hour and 45-minute mark. I thought it was shameless.
What was the point of that stupid video they
Well,
had on
that's
the
my
screen?
guys. That's my technical question. When the hell did they have time to produce that background scene? Like, when
Bro,
did they
you can
time?
do it. No, you can do that in 5 minutes on
Really?
like, Staples website for their like
Staples.
or like our Hallmark or so, you know where you can
Or
put your
Jib
fam-
Jab.
Okay.
You
Oh,
can
maybe
do it
it's
on
Jib Jab. Maybe it's Jib.
Jab.
All right. So maybe they could have done that. All right. So they come in this big showy scene, bringing pizza. They win the challenge. Their googliness, God, I said that again, is off the charts. I never said Google it one time, folks. So I'm sorry about that drinking game. You're probably still sober.
Was anybody else bothered by how Vince Vaughn was throwing slices of pizza?
Yeah, that's
Into the
creepy.
crowd.
Yeah,
That was
don't
really
don't do
creepy.
that. Don't do that. They're
Don't do
googling.
that to pizza.
Their googliness is off the charts, much the same way this LeFou team speech is off the screenwriting charts. Was anyone else throwing up at the hour and 48-minute mark? I know I was, just by listening to this off-the-shelf stuff. God, welcome to Google. On a related note, folks, I am never using Google again. So there
No,
you go.
like the way Asif Mambi was doing it at that point, he was like being like Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But-
Want to go get weird in math class? Only in a movie universe would a tech nerd end up dating a stripper. Either that or you're Bill
Oh my
Gates. That
God.
would not happen, guys. That does
He
not.
was a fitness instructor.
That's-
Stop
Okay.
slut shaming.
She's
Can
a
we
stripper.
buckle up for this? Because I've got
Go
a
ahead.
rant.
All right, go. Oh, Sarah Polton has the
What is-
floor.
What's going on with this? Because I have to work out every day and try to look like I'm like a 6, so I
Presentable.
can get a guy that's a 0 by this logic. Are you fucking kidding me? That guy is a 5, and
Right.
he is dating a woman that is a perfect Victoria's Secret model 10.
Yeah, she's a
I
good looking
have
woman.
no- I'm a 5. Why can't I get a guy like that?
It's a sliding scale, Sarah.
This is bullshit.
It's-
This is bullshit. I'm gonna die alone. Thank you.
yeah.
Sarah Polton for president 2020. Thank you.
All right, so there's Sarah
Hold
Polton's rant
out.
for this week.
Well, let me just say this girl,
Yeah,
Jessica
she's a good-looking
Sozer,
woman.
I don't know how to say her last name properly. I mean, she looks like she and Ruby Rose came from the same pod.
Ruby
Oh.
Rose. Yeah,
Gorgeous.
they do. Yeah, exactly.
Jesus
Thank
Christ. I can't compete with that.
You're in real life. She's on the movie.
Sarah, you're not a
She doesn't-
stripper. You're not a
I go to
stripper.
a bar. I see
what
an
we're
average
saying
a guy that's no. I mean, I go to a bar. I see a guy that's like maybe not ugly. Turns around, model girlfriend. I'm like, what the hell?
Money.
It's
money.
Or-
You know, I like
Say-
a man with money too.
Yeah, exactly. You
Yeah,
gotta,
anyway.
you gotta date up. You gotta date
All
up,
right,
Sarah.
done. That just
Uh,
pisses me off.
Hell of a summer, bud. Unfortunately, it was not a hell of a film. Crest on credits.
Okay, so basically the whole credits go like a gigantic, annoying Google search that just takes you through bits of the movie.
Oh my
which is really
God.
bad.
That
And
was
then
the best part of the movie.
Was it?
Then the best part of the movie is this extra scene where they're at some sort of cosplay party.
Oh,
It's
no.
like Christmas party or something, and Vince Vaughn is dressed like Han Solo.
What?
And Owen Wilson is Luke is Luke Skywalker. And then Boba Fett comes in, and they don't know who Boba Fett is, obviously, because it's got a mask on. And then, of course, it's Will Ferrell. And he just goes, it's just over the top sex nonsense. You see that chipmunk over there? I'm gonna fucking give that chipmunk the business. I don't even know what's under that mask, but I'm gonna go for it. You know, like, and he's just going off about this whole thing. And it's gross and stupid.
Right.
And literally, I think Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn say like nothing. It's just Will Ferrell ranting at them in a Boba Fett
that's what he does.
costume.
That's
Okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna go back and watch that. For that
Oh,
'cause I didn't have time to.
I am not watching that. I
am
rented this
not.
fucking nonsense. Oh my
I
God.
want to see Boba Fett like talk
Okay.
and talk dirty.
That's all you. Yeah, apparently. Oh my God, this film was absolutely terrible. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, so there you go, folks. That's the internship for this week. We took it out and played with it a lot longer. We should have. Can we flush it, ladies? Can we please flush it?
Flush it with a smart toilet.
That's pretty lame. That's fairly lame. Nobody said you should have said Google it. Google flush it. Do I have to write all the? Do I have to write your ending too?
Google
I do.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
I'm
darn.
sorry.
There you
I'm
go.
sorry.
All right.
Honor our Google King of the day. No, you're the Bing. I'm sorry, the Bing King of the day.
I'm Bing. I'm definitely not Google. I'm definitely Bing. Consider it flush. There you go. That is it for this week. I want to thank my lovely co-cinematic flushers, Midwest movie mogul Colleen Griffin, Raging Would-Be Movie King Norcrest, and sassy cinephile Sarah Polton. I want to thank our very special guest, Elise Brent, actress Elise Brent from LA. There you go. Lisa, thank you so much for sitting in with our nonsense. We do appreciate you joining us.
I mean, absolutely.
Yeah, she's like,
so coming back.
oh,
again.
she is so not. She
I
is
love
so.
you guys. I've had this.
Oh, I think she's still shell shocked. She'll wake up and figure this out. At least you got anything coming up that anybody should know about? Anything at all? Except for your Tuesday shift at the Cheesecake Factory. Except for that.
Oh, hey.
Yeah,
No.
Cheesecake Factory. No, I'm in a play that runs next weekend and a film that shoots in September.
Oh
But,
shit! All right, you got shit to do.
Nice.
Nice. All right, there you go. It's
exciting
working.
stuff.
All right, so guys, if you're living in LA, you can hit that up, and she'll be in a film later this year. That's fantastic. Great. I hope you'll join us again. We really enjoyed having you.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's fun. Yeah, you're never gonna hear from this woman again. Never.
Sorry.
But however, folks, you are gonna hear from us next week because we're gonna be back to torture you with something else. Until then, say goodbye, ladies.
Bye.
Yeah.
Guys, you have one job. You got one. Oh, you have several jobs, but Jesus Christ, every week. Oh, goodbye.
Hi, this is Sarah Polton, and I want to thank you for listening to This Week and Every Week as we flush these turds down our cinematic bowl here in the restroom. And by turds, I mean the movies, not my ex-boyfriends. If you haven't already, please subscribe to us on iTunes and Google Play Music so we can attract more listeners and so you don't miss a single episode. We love feedback, so email us at signalsoffury@gmail.com with your comments and suggestions for future flushes. Also, be sure to check out our home restroom on the net, signalsoffury.com. Until next time, remember, we're here to flush it, so you don't have to see it. I'm Sarah Polton, and this has been the award-winning Soiled Restroom Cinema.